Hi beautiful people, welcome back to another video. How you're doing? I hope you're doing good and fine. If this is your first time tuning in, please do well to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to like this video while we get right into it. Okay,
father-in-law was extremely unhappy in his marriage with my mother-in-law before he passed away, and when he did pass away, he left a notebook that was labeled resentment. He left it in his office drawer. Like, I don't think he thought that anybody was going to see it, but it was like all the reasons like he was like in therapy for with about Tina, and like he was going to therapy on his lunch breaks because he didn't want her to find out. He was just really unhappy, and a lot of the things that he talked about with his therapist were things like she wanted him to cut off their kids from like financial things, like not like they were giving him money like throughout the year or anything, but like for Christmas and stuff, he would give like large amounts of money to his kids, and she like didn't like that. She didn't feel like they deserved it. Honestly, she was just jealous because her kids didn't really treat her well and always treated her husband really well, and she just like saw that, so she wanted him to be cut off from that. And then another thing that was in there was like the way that she treated us at my wedding. That was also in the notebook, and the way that when they were younger, how she treated them and how he like never stepped up, because he kind of did like enable her a little bit. He didn't want to hear her like stomp her feet, so like anything Tina wanted, Tina got basically, which fueled the fire a bit. But that's kind of why she like where she is now. She's like alone because she wouldn't hear anybody. She would just stomp her feet till she got her way. So
now let me play a follow-up video to this.
I don't think my mother-in-law realizes how unhappy my father-in-law was in their marriage. I know that sounds crazy because he stayed and he made sure to let us know, like his daughter and like son and like me, he's talked to me about it. He would make comments to me, and I'll tell you about the comments, but like he was very, very unhappy, and he stayed for financial reasons, which he passed away and she took all of his finances anyways. But basically, like, this is one thing I'll say is if you are a stay-at-home mom and you're not working, that is still your money. You're married, it's your money. But I don't know, I don't think he necessarily felt that way, to be honest. And like she got like a brand new Cadillac, and she like, he bought her like a lot of things, but really at the end of the day, it really was like her money too. If you're married, it's their money. Even if they're not working, like it's their money. Like, and that sucks, but he didn't want a divorce after, 35 years or however long they were together, because even though he was not happy anymore, he didn't want her to take like half of his finances. But in the end, like, he ended up dying and she took all of the money anyways. So like, if you're unhappy in your marriage, you should leave, because he passed away at like 57, and he would talk about, when I retire, I'm gonna move to Hawaii, or like he was looking at all these like warmer destinations to move to, and he didn't even make it. So if you're unhappy, don't stay. It's not it.
Now, I hope you all listen to this video attentively, but let me just buttress what she said in case you didn't understand. Her father-in-law is married to this woman now, which she calls her mother-in-law, but is actually her husband's stepmom. So it's the father-in-law's second marriage. Nobody knows what happened with the first wife. Nobody knows. Probably she died, or I don't know, they split. Nobody knows. But that's not even the issue on ground. So he's been married to this present woman for 35 years before he passed. They came together. Both of them had kids, so they brought their family together, I think, while the kids were still young. So in the course of the marriage, this woman, while being a stay-at-home mom, tried to control the finances of her husband. And that's okay. My money is your money. My money is your money. Your money is my money. However, it is put in marriage. That's what the woman was trying to say. Once you're married as even if you're a stay-at-home mom, the money your husband makes is also your money. So she tried to control, but what the man didn't like was when he wanted to give his children money during Christmas breaks and all that. He wanted to send them large amounts of money because, of course, it's his children. She was against it. She didn't feel like his children deserved it. Even her own children actually did not like her. They resented her and liked the husband. So she was already pained by that. And now, presently, she's alone because of the way she has treated people, her family, her children, and all that. She's just like a scorned woman alone. So this man, knowing that if he divorces this woman, she's gonna end up with half of his finances and all that. So he stayed in the marriage and was trying to work it out, seeing a therapist, writing down his resentment towards this lady because he couldn't voice it out. He just couldn't, because he did not want a divorce. This woman was gonna go with his money, did anything just to keep his mental health in check. But it wasn't enough. This man still died. And mind you, this man takes care of his wife very well. He gives her money, buys her things. He spoils her. Silly. So that's the summary of the story. When I saw this video or videos, my reaction was like, oh, poor man, he died and all that. But you know how TikTok is. You keep scrolling and you see people, women reacting to the same video that you watched, and you're like, is it not the same thing that I don't understand. I'm trying to add two and two together. Why there's so much hate towards this man? A lot of women were pained at this man, saying that a man will stay in a marriage because of so and so reasons. Like, they were just pained that he was writing down his feeling, saying that he wrote it down for her to see it after he has passed away. Like, come on. So they were pained at him, or pained at men in general, saying that a man is going to stay in a relationship or in a marriage because he's gaining something from you as a woman. Like, we are not all gaining something from our partners, and that's why we stay in our marriages. Like, even women are not gaining from men, that's why we stay. In friendships, you stay because you're gaining from your friend. Your friend is giving something to you that another friend doesn't give. I don't know how to put it. I don't have friends, but in your marriage, you're actually gaining from whatever it is your spouse is giving you, man or woman. But that's aside. My question is, why is it that a lot of women blame men for everything instead of taking accountability for their own actions and for their own mistakes and for their own bad behavior? So it's only a woman that is allowed to resent a man, but a man cannot resent a woman, especially when you have given him reasons to resent you. Literally, a family member came out to explain to you the bad behavior that the mother-in-law had, that made the man that passed away, the husband, resent her. But for some reason, because it's a man that resented the woman, you think you know better, or you think you know the mother-in-law more than her own family members, or the person that is like an insider, you that you're a stranger. You think just because you want to support women, even when a woman has a bad behavior, you're supporting her. Then what is women supporting women? You don't love women if you're like this. I'm sorry. If you can't call your fellow women to order when they are wrong, then what is women supporting women? That's rubbish. That's rubbish. Because I didn't really see anything bad that the man did here. He should have just left that marriage, because a lot of men actually go through hell and back in their marriages, but they don't talk. Later, you tell men to speak up. Men speak up. You guys don't talk. You guys don't. But when they speak up, you still find a way to blame them as the man. That's ridiculous. This is someone that passed away and you're still blaming him. So if he were alive, he would have even done worse. I mean, come on. It's bad. It's really bad to this point. There was even a write-up that the lady put, this lady that made the video put, and was trying to tell people that her mother-in-law is not all right. If you see the write-up, the text that this lady sent to the mother-in-law sent to this lady, you'll be like, come on. But still, people were supporting this same woman, saying that a man is this, blah 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 blah. Oh my goodness. You guys need to do better as women. Some people were even saying that the man intentionally wrote those things down so that when he passes, the mother-in-law, was going to find out and start beating herself up and start blaming herself and just want to get depressed, that they're so thankful that he passed away and she finally took the money. And it's a lot. It's a lot. Take accountability. When a woman is wrong, she's wrong. Learn to call women out on their BS. It's if you truly love women, and if you truly have their best interest at heart, and you're truly supporting women, call them out on their BS, correct them, let them take accountability for their actions. And in that way, we as women, we would be better individuals, make the world a better place. Come on. The man to have talked to a therapist, I know actually he wanted to work on himself. He wanted to even make the marriage work, but he didn't know how to relay these things to this woman. Obviously, he didn't want her to feel bad. That's why he couldn't tell her. That's why he kept writing these things down. And it's a way of letting your feelings out by writing things down. I write things down too a lot. It's a therapeutic way of keeping your mind at peace or at rest, or I don't know. I don't just know. It's just therapeutic. Do you think that if the man wanted to actually maltreat this woman, he wouldn't have maltreated her in that marriage? Do you think he would have? There are a lot of men maltreating men. You guys should go for those ones and leave good men alone. I don't see anything wrong with this man. May his soul rest in peace. I don't. But if you see, tell me in the comments and let me know what I am blind to or what I'm not saying. Let me know in the comments. I know I have a lot of amazing women here on my platform, but let me know what you think about this video, okay? Tell me, am I in the right or wrong? Do you call women out on their BS, or you're the one that just said, okay, she's a woman, she's allowed to do whatever she wants to do, it's a woman's world? Nah, I'm not like that, okay? My sons and my daughter, I treat them equally and fairly, okay? Let me know what you think about this video in the comments section. I'll be in the comments. Thank you all so much for sticking with me to the end of this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in another video, okay?